Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode number 77. I am your host, Rage Bully, as always. Joining me this time is the usual crew of DX on the right, Derek on the bottom left, the Canadian guy on the bottom right, and our guest from the slope, Mr. Joshbox.
Yo!
Hey, Josh?
Yo!
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, whew,
Oh,
busy. I think a lot happened this week.
Way too much, way too much.
Christmas happened. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!
Yeah.
Merry
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas.
Everybody had a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think let's start with that. How was your absence, Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm gonna be, of course, writing a massive blog post about it. So expect like a 2-hour feature film's worth out of that, maybe 3 hours. But I would say overall it was very exciting. It was interesting hanging out with real life idols and getting to know them on a personal level somewhat, but also seeing how incredibly hard they worked on the tour was really inspiring. On top of that, I got to talk to their manager, Ricky. And by the way, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, this is with the underground Japanese idol group Necronomidol. They play kind of like dark wave fusion, HP Lovecraftian inspired like metal with like cool chorus type vocals. No screaming or anything, but very intense music. Ricky, a white guy in Japan, is actually their manager. He speaks fluent Japanese, so he's also very Japanese in his thinking. Nicest guy you could probably ever hope to meet, and extremely gracious. We worked on this tour for 5 months, so my friend's band Zeroski, they also were part of the tour for most of it, and overall everybody made it a success. To every single person who came to the shows in LA, for both shows there, for San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle, thank you from the top to the bottom of my heart of hearts. You all made the tour wonderful, not just for me, but for Ricky, and especially for the girls. They were all so grateful. I wish you could have heard how grateful they all were, because I got to hear it all, after the shows, before the shows, and just you guys made it. You did it, and because of that, I want to bring more idols here. I think that can happen now that we know it could be a successful endeavor. That's only the tip of the iceberg, though. It was insane. Really awesome, and just couldn't ask for a better tour. Couldn't ask for a better group of girls to work with. They were incredible.
Yeah, but now you have experienced the other side, you would say, of the idol world, and is it an eye opener for you, or is it more like I expected a little bit this and that?
I think if I hadn't known about the idol world beforehand, it would have been a total shock. But I was definitely prepared for what I was going to encounter. Plus, I've met probably a couple hundred idols at this point. I've shaken hands with countless, and I've talked to them. But this was the first time I got to see idols when they don't have their makeup on. You know what I mean? When they're just normal girls. But they were very interesting. They were very, most of the time they were very quiet, but then when they would let their hair down, so to speak, they were awesome. They were, they were just like me and you, and that was really comforting. That was something, it was just, you think idols are just like, up here, and to a degree they are, because, they're four of the most beautiful girls, you're ever going to see. Like, I can't tell you how many times we stopped at gas stations, restaurants, and malls when we went to, and people would literally turn heads, or they would actually come up to me or the girls and say, "You're so beautiful. Like, I can't even believe how beautiful you are." I mean, literally every day that happened. But they took it all very graciously. It didn't go to their heads, and that was really cool. And then, there was one time on the tour, it was the last night that Zeroski was going to be, on the tour. Basically, we had, a getaway, a party together. We all had a nice, goodbye party in Seattle. And, the girls just, really let themselves, become, like normal, I guess, They became very human. I bought playing cards, and I taught the girls how to play some card games, and it was really funny. I think I could share this. It won't make anyone feel weird or anything, but I was helping them, and they were all playing, and the one girl that I actually ended up talking to a lot, Himari, because she's just nice. She talks to everybody, and she's the sweetest girl. I inadvertently helped her win And when I
wow.
did, all the other girls like, Hora, Hora! And then Okaki, their leader, said, "You effing idiot," to me, and he was hysterical because he doesn't understand that phrase. And like we taught her it kind of like on the tour, and like she used it at like pitch perfect timing. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I was laughing so hard I had tears coming out, and so was everyone else.
I remember now a certain story, certain happening that happened when you were in our country for the first time, and we learned you a few words.
Yeah.
And then
riding bikes.
A bike and a tree branch and. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and my long string of obscenities that came out that you taught me in Dutch, in Dutch, and like and yeah, that poor tree branch like suffered my verbal wrath, but it was funny because like the idols, you know, for being idols, you know, they're also I saw the other side, I saw the business side, which was good and kind of bad. I don't want to get into what I felt was kind of bad about it, but bad in the sense that it's very demanding, I guess we'll just put it that way. And then also, it's very much, Ricky explained to me the idol world. Like, he works in it every day. And some of the things he told me really pulled the blinders off as to what the idol industry really is. This is the underground idol world now. And I'm not talking about the majors. The majors might be a whole different thing. He doesn't have experience so much with that. But the underground world, he knows everything. And some of the stuff he explained to me was like, really? Like, really? And then there was a lot of good. But one thing I do want to say, and I was right about this, and we've all been right about this, I think you'll like this. The girls wear the pants, okay? They're in charge, okay? Like, I don't think people understand just how much these girls run ship. Like, it's not, I mean, yes, granted, and Ricky can confirm this, you know, there are some agencies and some companies, like talent agencies particularly, they just look at these girls as meat to be processed, and they just need to get as much as they can out of the girls. Their contracts are very much anti them and very much for the agencies, meaning these girls get crapped on. But in the underground idol world, there's also a lot of girl power. And the girls run stuff. And especially these girls. These girls ran ship. I mean, anything they wanted, they got. And it was cool, though. Like, I wanted to help them. So did Ricky. Bent over backwards for them, like times 10. And I thought that was amazing. I mean, there was never one moment the girls were treated in a way that was disrespectful by anybody, even especially the fans. Fans were awesome. I mean, really, I was just getting ready to punch somebody if somebody said something wrong, and I didn't have to. Everybody was cool. Everybody. So
That's very good. And we'll probably see the rest on your blog, of course, the lengthy detail for the information. But yeah, speaking of running ship, STU came out with a new.
That was like, wow. Good seg. So in other words, shut up about that. Let's talk about STU.
No.
That's perfect.
I'll definitely read your blog, of course, because this is actually very good information if you ever wanted to learn more about how the idol world works. But indeed, let's move on to STU had a new song came out, of course, and this was for their first single, right? This is
the debut single,
This is their debut single, not a coupling song, not anything. This is the type single they were going with.
Yes.
And I listened to it, and it's unexpectedly, and I believe DX, who was it actually that gave like a lengthy detail?
Mario AKB.
Yeah, so basically saying this is unexpected, how the song is, but it's a nice twist. It's definitely, because I was so afraid with their first two songs they did for, you know, the coupling on the CDs, that it was going to be such a generic and you know it's kind of nice, but not that in a great way, though they have their own sound. With this song, though, it feels like they... The only thing I had with this song was, if you hear this song, you can just put any kind of text, rolling text upstairs, and be like, roll credits. That's basically what this song is to me. You can put it at any movie at the end, roll credits, and put this song over it.
Maybe that's what they were going for.
Yeah, but as a debut song, I like it more when a song is more like an opener than a closer. and it just feels like a closing song. But again, it's very nice to their style. It does give me a Keizaka vibe. Like, hey, Keizaka's doing well, let's try this for them, but in their own way. But yeah, it's not a bad song.
I listened to it a couple of times myself, and yeah, it's quite enjoyable actually. I was just reading some coding books, I think, and on Discord I got notified by Mario AKB or Mario Lai, and he said the song is out, and sure, I'll take a listen to it, and it seemed nice. I was just reading from my books, and when I heard it, it's like this seems pretty solid, but as an opener, as a debut song, I kind of hoped for something with a bit more punch, you know, a bit more like here we are, notice us, and I don't think the song has that. It's a good song, but not it's quite difficult to explain, but I was hoping for something with a bit more punch, you know, a bit more impact, but that's my opinion in any case.
Anyone else?
I'm just. Oh yeah, you go, Derek, first.
Okay, so okay, so I just have a couple things. First of all,
Did you fart or something? What's going on?
it's like negative 55 degrees there. I can understand. It's probably the cold seeping into his room. He's trying to keep his nose warm.
We're cold. We're colder than the North Pole nor the Antarctica. So
Craziness. Get out of Canada. You know why? Because Canada never mind. I'm not going to say it. I don't want anybody to hate me. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Don't take that anywhere. I love Canada. You gave me Sidney Crosby and the Penguins rock, so there you go. Anyways, no, here's the thing. So I think about the new Stu song. First of all, I think it's kind of SU looking at NGT's second single and thinking, let's make it dramatic like that. At least as far as the MV goes. As far as the dancing goes, they looked at Kaya and like, Kaya's doing awesome. Let's do some interesting choreography. As far as the music goes, they're like, AKB kind of has this whole choral thing going on with their last couple songs. Mayu's grad song, you know, the song I shall not mention because I hate it so much. But it's basically like, let's make that. So in that sense, to DX's point, it didn't punch, but it certainly is visually interesting, both in the dancing and the MV. Very emotional. Also, I think Mario expressed it beautifully to us, and I think he was very right in what he said. It's heartfelt. So I give him a pass, even though the song didn't have any real hook for me. It was good. I do like the verse. I like the fast talking singing. I thought that was cool. But there wasn't anything particularly special about it as far as music goes. But it was all heart. So I give mad credit, respect for the fact that for a debut song, they put their heart and souls into it. They worked their butts off on it. I mean, you know, you can tell that choreography is not easy. Yeah. So. I give him credit. They could have just stood there and did a Sakura no Hana Beritachi type chorus effect with the song because it kind of fits the choral vibe in that regard. But they didn't. They made it a story. And congrats to Stu. Maybe that's what we can expect from them with future songs. Are they going to be like the Kea of the AKB48 group? And if they are, good for them because that will definitely carve them out from the other sister groups. You know. So I hope they do. I hope they keep going with it, but a little more punch here. Please come out with an EDM song so I can start bobbing my head down. Please. Or at least something with, like, the old school AKB energy vibe to it, you know?
Right,
horns,
if you're on a boat, you just want to party, yeah.
I just want to party. I don't, but different strokes, though. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that like their idol music very chorusy, like choir-based, and that's okay, too, you know? It's not my thing. But I can see how this is going to appeal to a lot of real idol fans that like this kind of music. And also, too, they're carving out something. You can tell this is step one of hopefully a very long future for Stu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
All right. Yo, or let's go to Josh. Who wants to talk about it?
I'll go. Yeah, I had to go with Derek. MV was really interesting. I think it's for me. I still need like a couple more listens to get into it a little more. Right. Yeah, first single, pretty good. It definitely has like its own appeal to it, especially visually. I like the direction they're headed towards. Maybe once they have their boats, maybe we'll see a change in that. We'll have to see. And even though it has all these nice visuals, song is nice, it still has a lot of dislikes for some weird reason.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened there?
I didn't want to mention it, but yeah.
I
it's
wonder
kinda weird.
what the hate is, and we before we start the show, Derek, you mentioned maybe attack on that could happen. You have like someone do the spam attack.
Yeah, it's spam
Um,
attack. That's what it kind of feels like.
Yeah, but it's. I think Paul actually on 48, well, jshowbiz.com, he wrote a little bit. Are dislikes really important because it removes and re-uploads. So I wonder if that's because of the dislikes, or is it from just, maybe was something wrong with the video and they had to re-upload it.
Did they change something in it?
I don't know. I didn't
Don't
see
know.
anything, and normally I'm the guy who watches on details, so it looks fine to me. So basically, yeah, Paul's right. It's more like there has been a dislike. Maybe the bad rap, the negative side. They don't want to see it, so they re-upload it. They can do that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting, and it's...
Oh, I think I know why.
Yeah?
It's because the last music video was in 4K and this one wasn't. That's why.
That could be.
Actually, no. That's actually a legitimate thing. Maybe was it?
Yeah, they're Seto
4K,
Ichi no Koe.
Oh.
Well, did they
That was 4K.
re-upload it in 4K? Because I haven't seen that. I didn't check
Was it?
for that. Maybe.
Or am I thinking of something completely different?
I don't know. Still, it could be something that there's other reasons, but yeah, it maybe 2 for win. Just get the dislikes out.
Yeah, it is 4K.
I do worry about that because if we look at STU, how is now, Sashi of course leaving, and there was like a whole interview about Nachan, and she was saying about, yeah, I was thinking about graduating because AKB can't give me anymore, but now I'm kidding to STU48, and I have a feeling I can do something to help these new girls. I'm like, stop thinking about graduating. You still need to be first in Sosenkyo, so...
Wow.
So I'm a little bit
She should-
worried.
I don't. Nachan's always been kind of like one of those fence, walkers in that sense. But I think at the same time, she's got a real purpose here. Stu's her baby now. Like, I mean, why not make all those girls part of her, massive harem she's been accumulating out of members?
Well, yeah, we're gonna see it soon because they also announced the new Seto Bingo.
Seto Bingo.
Yeah.
That's a bingo! I'm so pumped! This is gonna be awesome!
Oh, they revealed the MC, and I am not happy about that because I do not like these two. The one in the
Who is it?
purple. Well, it's like these two female comedy duo.
Huh?
And the one is just basically saying, hey, look, I'm fat, I eat, and that makes me funny. And I forgot what the name is. Let me find it in the meantime. But it's more like, I was expecting someone else. There's no, they try maybe like an Okubo sensei from SKE48. But I don't know.
I think Okubo's had her share of idols lately. I think maybe she's now like, okay, I'm good. But
Yeah.
I also think it's kind of good if they're females, just because we've seen so many male hosts that maybe it's not gonna be as bad as you're thinking. I would say reserve judgment till you actually see it, because I understand your point. Like if that's like your whole shtick is oh, I'm fat, I eat a lot, that makes me funny, ha ha ha. Then yeah, that can get old real fast. And also when you're around idols that are like, they have so many like dietary things and stuff. I don't really know if that's really the kind of jokes you want to be predicating. But at the same time, if they have other things to bring to the table, that's good too. It just depends on their roles and how they react to the girls. Hopefully they're good.
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot find anything about it.
That's
it
all
was
good.
long new. But yeah, we'll hopefully. Normally, bingo shows are very fun to watch. So I just saw also something else, but we'll get into that.
Wait, but didn't Josh? I think was it you that said it? Doesn't that mean that Nogi's not going to be on or something?
Oh,
Or Kea Bingo?
Kea Bingo. Next season is
That's
going to be
not
on.
so good.
Yeah.
Kind of bummed by that.
Oh, they replaced
yeah.
Seto Bingo with Kea.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Kea got
bad.
replaced with Seto Bingo. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah, and it's
Other way around.
especially hard because Hiragana and second gen Hiragana just got announced. So
Oh.
I was thinking, oh, maybe
By
next
the
Kea
way,
Bingo could like show them off.
yeah.
And Seto Bingo came in. And
By the way, I've got the MC for Seto Bingo. It's called Maple Chogokin. I actually don't know who they are though, but that's the MC for Seto Bingo.
Well,
yeah, I've
it's-
seen them before. But...
yeah, it's
There
it's the one with the
were,
big purple dress that always wears that. They were
Yeah.
also on the AK Bingo show with the with Goto.
Yeah, Uchikaya.
yeah.
Yeah, Chigaya.
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little bit distracted because we'll go into the next topic maybe after the STU part. But yeah, to recap, I'm looking forward to the STU bingo, but I'm not
And the new
happy. But I'm not happy that Kea Bingo got replaced
Yeah.
by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool.
But to be honest, last Kea Bingo season, you know, the whole battle thing, that didn't work out as well as I was hoping.
Mm.
Mm.
Again,
Well, I don't know. I mean, Kea Bingo was the one that gave us the now I think famous love map, right?
Yeah.
no,
that was
Kea
the
Kita
second night.
Kakanai.
Okay.
Oh well, then okay, because I was gonna, but there were other things though. Like Kea Bingo had a lot of guests, if I remember right, and like that was kind of fun to see. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can't get enough for Kea at this point, you know. But same time, Stu needs something. I still don't know half these girls. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I would very much love to see a show where I could actually find out who the heck these girls are, because they've been around like 2 years now, like something like that. So
Well, the group has been announced, but they're like now only this year active, doing
right, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
like we don't see anything from them. So it's
Mhm.
like finally we can get to know some of them.
Yeah, now we get 2 shows from them.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
All right. What else happened also in this week? Actually today, I believe,
pretty much.
HKT48 and NMB48 have, of course, their album. Their album battle and their single battle, and they was released on the same day. And on the album charts, 105,000 units were sold for HKT48.
Yep.
So that's pretty good for an album, because albums are a little bit more expensive, and you know, more songs, more coupley, and it looks classy. I like the cover. The songs itself, well, yeah, it's an album. It's their first album, so basically all their main hits will be on there,
Mhm.
and a few new ones, I believe, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Hitosashi Yubi no Judan,
Judan.
2018 Nen no Hashi, and those are the new songs. I believe one of them is Sakura actually centering them.
Yeah.
Well,
That's actually dope.
she's really got to, because yeah, she doesn't have her AKB48 Canyon position anymore, so she needs to really focus now on HKT48.
Mhm.
Yep.
And as a tie-in to the news, Haruppi is gone again from HKT48. He is
Mhm.
well, not physically well, and to be honest, I've been noticing it lately on our physical side at the events. It's a few years ago on AK Bingo with the Lucky Girl ranking, it was as a joke. Was announced, yeah, I'll see you in the future. You'll get fat, basically how it was said, and I was thinking, oh, this is pretty funny to make a joke out of it. But looking now, the joke it's getting real, and it is showable, especially in her cheeks. It really it really blew up, and I'm actually worried. So this announcement is it's horrifying, but I think it's needed. There's still something not right in Harpy's life, I would say.
Yeah.
If I get the picture by this.
Here's the thing on that, and if I could just jump in, 2 things. First of all, yeah, good job HKT for having half your album be like songs we've known for X amount of years now, still selling 100. I love idol fans. I love the fact that they're you know, Japan is a culture of collectors, and it's just nice to see they're still out there supporting songs they've been listening to for years. So good job. As far as Harpy is concerned, here's what I think happened, and I can be totally off base, but I really think I'm not. You know, she she disappeared for a while, and I really think it was because she had an eating disorder. I really feel she had a problem because she went from being, and again, when we're saying fat, we're talking idol fat. We're not talking normal human being fat. We're talking in the idol industry. There's a certain look that tends to veer on the lesser.
If you
fat
gain
side.
1 pound, you're in trouble already. So.
Thank you, exactly. So when she first came on the scene, I remember cute little Harpy. You know, they're big cheeks. She was a little chunkier. Again, idol chunky. Then she slimmed down, bone thin. And I think what happened was either she developed an eating disorder or she went too hard on trying to lose weight. That messed her all up, brought her down, physically she couldn't handle it. She took a break, but then she actually started to get healthy again, and she went the other direction. And she started eating and, probably even overcompensating. And as doing such, it probably messed up her metabolism once again. And now she's taking a break to realize, oh wait, I just tried to get super thin and I accomplished it. Now I'm getting back to my original weight when I first entered HKT. What do I do? So there's all of that. But what I'm concerned about is the trigger for it all. What's causing it? Why does she feel it? Is it pressure in the group? Is it something at home? These things we'll probably never know because it's very private, and that's okay. But my heart goes out to her, and I hope whatever's going on with her, I hope she realizes two things. One, she's beautiful, period. Two, she doesn't need the idol world. If this is messing with her life too much, the better thing to do is to get out and do something else that's healthier for you. I love her to death. And after meeting her especially and shaking that girl's hand, seeing the sadness in her face up close, I don't want her to be like that. I want her to be happy with her life. And I don't know if it's going to be an HKT. I hope, but if it doesn't, I wish her all the best. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense what I said.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I need to add anything on that.
Anyone else? Josh? Yayo?
No.
I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So they had dueling albums, I would say. Well, album and single because on the same day. I think for HKT the album got a little bit more sold because every version had like all PVs, like special PVs. So you
special
buy
PVs,
disc 1 you get Miyawaki Sakura PV along with a lot of other members.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Shorts.
All little PVs. So that helps.
The one you said before, you're like, oh, Kaya did it first. You keep saying that, so.
Nogi did it first.
Nogi did it first.
Really? Nogi did it first? All the short PVs? Every member?
A long time ago, yeah.
A long time
Long
ago.
time ago.
Okay, which album? Or which single?
What's the one where Ikuta raps?
Oh, yeah, the karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh, the karaoke one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they recently showed it.
Chicken vinegar and soy sauce, yeah! Then you put it in the pan, yeah!
I think I remember that. But they did it for every member as well?
They did it for like pairings, and then later on they did it for every member.
Okay,
I think I remember that after Yayo's rendition. Come on.
I stand corrected then. I thought Kea was the first one to do that. Because it felt like they've been doing it for their like almost every single, I believe.
Yeah, they have been.
So, see, get corrected. Awesome. Right.
Put the chicken with the soy sauce and vinegar, yeah!
Anyway, MUM48 released their 17th single, and they sold 241,000 units on the first day for Varota people. That's pretty good, I would say, right? And the song, I like it. It's pretty good. It gives the NMB vibe, and
yeah, NMB, man.
Look at him go.
As depleted as NMB's ranks have been, that's awesome. That's incredible. That's Cyan power right there, man. That's all Cyan power.
No, I'm gonna disagree on this side. Disagree
I think
on
I am too.
Because I think it's Shiroma Miru's power. It shows that she's really on the rise, and people are Cyan is not even the focal point on the in the show.
True.
And I believe even the CD jacket, like the main one, the first one, is she on it? I think she is though. She gets hit with a pie in the face. So Yeah, it is really weird. But I
That's-
really like that the focus is more on Shiroma Miru. Just
Mhm.
showing like, hey, we have other prominent members like up and coming. Even though Shiroma Miru is like first generation, she's still up and coming because she's so young. But she's finally really getting it. And again, she also lost her killing position. So it's really a war out there again. And I love that the NMB fans stick together and they'll buy this good song, I would say.
Sorry, I meant to say Fresh Lemon. It's all her power. Anyways. No, Josh, what you were gonna disagree too?
Yeah, because she's the center of the main song, and Sayane is like almost in the background. I mean, you still notice her because, of course, it is Sayane, but like Shiroma Miru is just strong as a center position, and I feel like she's only gonna get stronger.
I retract my statement. It's all Shiroma. You're right. You're absolutely right. I need to go back and watch it, but you're right. That girl's amazing. So I can see your point.
I think my favorite part of the song is always before they go into the main chorus, just
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So good. So good, yeah.
This is an NMB song. This is
Yep.
really an
Yeah,
NMB
it
song,
is,
I would
it
say.
is.
And they performed it well at several. Hopefully, this is really the comeback for them. I really do. Anyone else on NMB?
I think Anyways, let's move on. Oh wait, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think it's not just Shiroma Miru. I think Yoshida Akari too is doing so well.
Mm.
Agreed.
Good point, good
Agreed.
point.
Yeah.
Like
Killing
she
it.
keeps pulling people like because of her YouTube, and like that's why more girls are so into NMB because like
Yep.
Yoshida Akari is like, oh, we're using this makeup today. This is a 10,000 yen makeup that you're not gonna use every day, but I'm still using it for you. I'm like, what?
You know what? You bring up a good point. I've seen some underground idols that I like. There's this one named Pikarin, and she's insane. But one thing about her is she always at her shows allows like the girls to be up front. So all the guys have to be behind the girls. And these girls, they because her music's like metal, so all these girls just whip their hair around and headbang, and they're on the gates just going nuts. And Pikarin like caters to them. So maybe NMB could do something like that, where they could kind of say, okay, we're not necessarily appealing to all of our fan base, like AKB, like a male fan base. Let's just focus on the girls. That could actually work for them. That could really work for them, and I'd be all for it. NMB could be like the girl power group,
Yeah, it's been like that. Like as soon as Andy was saying, like they have so much girls. And NMB is basically a girl. Like NMB48 is like mostly girl fans, because of Yoshida Akari mostly. I think.
That's awesome. That's so smart, like marketing wise.
Like even Andy said, like Yoshida Akari's lane is basically like most girls, like handshakes. Cause like she keeps like doing like tutorials on like makeups and stuff, like even cheap makeup. She shows like 100 yen makeup, and like she makes it look good on you. I'm like, what?
That's cool though. I mean,
Cool,
but
yeah.
that's a way to carve out a niche. And again, NMB, I mean, their history has been nothing but personalities. They've had so many interesting, unique girls in the group. So it makes sense that Akron would do that. But I hope overall, like the management at NMB realizes, wait a minute, we have something here. Like, let's cater to the females. Let's do stuff mainly for female fans. Also, too, overall, that's good for the idol industry in general to have more female fans, because I don't want it to be this male-dominated thing. And you can testify. DX, you can say it. When you go to the handshake events, there is a nice mix of people. It's not just dudes. Contrary to what all the antis think, it's not. Yes. I've seen so many girls in these groups. But it would be really nice to see, like, an influx of them just for NMB,
Yeah.
I've seen, like, guys, like, cross-dressed too as girls.
Oh, I've seen plenty of that. Yeah, I must have saw at least 4 or 5 dudes dressed as like AKB members the last thing.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It's whatever.
I'm still laughing hard at like Dori's lane. Like there's this guy in a bunny outfit, and like Mion's lane has like Son Goku, like a guy with Son Goku. He has like 7.
Insane.
Yeah. And like the bag like has the 7 Dragon Balls in his hand. I'm like, what?
What is happening?
At the handshake events, people cosplay.
Yeah.
So he was saying like there's this one guy, the one dude you talked about, the first dude. I swear to God, I've seen him with the bunny suit. I swear to God, he was at the one I went to. He goes all the time. So there's certain dudes, that's how they carve themselves out to be recognized by the girls. And it's totally cool. Like, the girls, I think, probably appreciate it. They probably think they're weird, but whatever. It's all fun. Like,
Remember
you
the
know?
one, there was
Yeah,
a
regular
picture
people.
of the Ukraine fan, and he was going to the handshake lane, and he was all geared up, but he looked so
ready for
badass.
Ready
Just
for war. Yeah.
jacket, pictures, and he looked
Ready
like,
for war.
like a shogun just going into war. And like,
Mhm.
wow, that's
Yeah.
dedication.
Robin, there's dudes that have jackets. I swear to God, you can't even
Yeah,
see a jacket
yeah.
with so many
I
buttons
want one.
and
I want
like keychains and stuff. I mean, it literally they're like a walking like AKB store. It's just amazing.
Wow.
But it's your jaw just is floor. You see me, you're just like, oh my God, you are really a fan. I'm a piece of crap compared to you.
I
Wow.
want that. Like one Miyawaki Sakura fan, like he had like the whole gear on, like even the towel on his bottom and like whole Sakura towels.
yeah.
I'm like, oh God. Even the bag too. I'm like, oh, I want to be like that someday.
I love it. I love it. It's so great. If I was one of the girls, I'd be so grateful for that. You know, I'd be like, wow, like you really must like me. I would totally try to fish as much as I don't think you need to fish them, but
Yeah.
Even Yukarin's fan, like one whole lane of Yukarin is just like I think one of them just like had like pieces of each shirt towel, I think, and like they have like a big towel. They just, I'm like, what? Like so, like when the Yukarin's lane is over, they just combine the towels together. I'm like, what the?
awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's what I love the Idol World for, right there. So amazing. Fans are the best.
All right. Let's see. We have something else. I just saw a new picture, but
Oh, yeah.
the ninth album cover has been revealed, and also the set list.
So good.
Oh man.
So good.
I don't know if I can. Well, I can't find it. So I found this on. Thank you always, Okada Nana fans, because my Oshi is amazing, and Okada Nana fans translate everything she does. But they revealed like there's now a spread cover, and it's
Oh, cool.
they're like
Yeah.
in the desert, but you're gonna love this, Derek. The
Yeah.
way Jurina is sitting on top of the car.
Uh,
Oh my God.
I told you, Yumirin is so hot on this spread picture, man.
yeah.
I
that's what
want
I'm talking about.
Yumirin's lane. I want to go to Yumirin and
Yeah.
just say, "Oh, you're so hot."
So
like,
basically, again, we're going into the new chapter of AKB48, and the weird thing is they're going with the theme that's Miyawaki Sakura was saying at the Sosenkyo. I want to destroy AKB. This is basically like you're left with nothing, rebuild. This is basically what they're gonna do. They're gonna rebuild AKB48 with this album, they say, and I'm looking forward to it. I do love that for the cover, Nachan is the center.
Yeah,
And,
it's awesome.
That's a good sign for the future. Yeah, you
Yes,
would
it
say
is.
something.
I have 30 of the theater edition. The saying.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So again. Okay.
I'll send you my address. You know where to send
Yeah,
them.
Send me one.
Oh boy.
You know the reason why though, so
I know.
Two shots. We know.
I mean, her name, right? Her first
Hey.
name's Koji, last name Mako. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Gotcha.
30 centimeters closer.
yeah.
Oh. Robin with
Table.
the references
call-
there.
Yeah.
I call that the date table, you know. I had the 10 centimeter one, so I was happy with the 10 centimeter one.
So, looking at the album though, we'll get to that, but yeah, it's an album, so you have all the songs that you don't want to hear, and maybe one song you do want to hear. Anything new actually? Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mystery Line.
It's not.
Kiss Campaign.
Mystery line is new, and
Yeah,
then
Kiss Campaign is new. Ganai Miga
It's-
Jigoku is new. Kisai
Yeah.
Modarake is
Kisai.
new.
is
Tengoku no
Tengoku?
Kagu. Yeah, Tengoku no Kagurega is also new.
That's
Okay.
new. Yeah. So okay. So about like a third or fourth of about a third of the album is new. The only thing is, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of the like songs on here, like Shoot Sign and the song I will not mention, and then hashtag Sukinanda. I mean, Okay. Well, okay. No, let me take out hashtag because hashtag is actually pretty good. I've been listening to it actually. It's really grown on me. But like 11 got to know Anklet. You know, like there's a lot of songs here I just don't care about. But at the same time, doesn't mean it's not going to still do great. I guarantee it'll be a million seller. And you know, there also when I'm looking at the list here, some of the different types have different songs on it too. Because I think Type B has Kiss Campaign.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Like I'm curious. I mean, you never know. You might get one of those songs on there we haven't heard that is just gonna blow everything away. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen, but it'd be nice if it did. I don't know. It's another album by AKB. We should be happy. I'm
looking forward to it. I do like the fact that the truck itself has a license plate. It just says Idols.
Yeah.
Again, you with your eagle eye spotting stuff now. You're getting back in your rhythm. That's good.
Thank you. I'm looking. Yeah, when it's coming out? In the new year.
January
24.
We're gonna start off the year 2018. AKB is back.
Awesome. Right just before Monster Hunter World. Now I have to decide. I'm gonna get an album or gonna go buy Monster Hunter World.
You're working so much. You gotta do
Yeah.
I have 30.
Yayo send you one for pain and suffering for dealing with him every week.
Oh my god! Hey, I only get this song though. What do you call that? Yosogai no Story and Gomene Sukini Nachatte.
If the new songs are as good as the cover, the jackets, I'll be happy because I think this is one of their best jackets for an album CD. In a long time.
It's better than thumbnail.
Last year was so bad though, like 0 to 1 to Aida. I'm like, what the frick? like this year, like the 2017, it's just basically 0 and 1 and like Aida. I'm like, what?
Still curious about the upcoming single though. Is it going to be pure AKB again? I hope so. I do hope so.
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the question. But it would make sense, right? After the shuffle,
exactly.
That's exactly what happens, correct?
Exactly.
So, if that is, first of all, they would appease a lot of fans if they did that. And I don't think anybody would complain either if they did that. I think that is the next logical step. We did this big shuffle to get rid of all the canon positions. Now here's a song just strictly AKB. Let's rock it. And also, too, that allows the sister groups to start really standing on their own again and going back, 5-6 years where the sister groups were just powerhouses.
Yeah, exactly. When it was all out war, pretty much.
It was all out war. All out war.
If you're looking, go ahead before I talk.
I still think they're gonna do a whole group single, like Type A.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna lose so much shells in the handshakes. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna do this. But I'm like, yeah, no. But like for me, I'll buy like 20 for the handshake because I'm there anyway. So.
Wait, but here's the thing: for a national handshake, though, you could still have whoever members you want there, right? I mean, so I don't really know if that is really going to be a problem. I mean, they literally can say whoever they want at those handshakes. The nationals, they make tons of money there. If you do individuals for the singles, yeah, I can see your point with that, but I also think here's the thing. If you have AKB at Makahari Messi on Friday and you have SK Makahari Messi on Saturday, what's the difference? You're still going to make a ton of money. Like, it's not going to matter. You're still getting all those sales. So I don't really know. If anything, I think it would make it more easier and practical when you're at those handshake events. Instead of having everybody there and you're losing your mind trying to get in lanes and you're waiting forever, you break them up. That's good. Yeah, like you. People like you that buy 30 CDs.
My first lot is Sakura and Mion, so I'm ripped.
You're gonna be waiting in line the whole time.
Yeah.
But wait. If Sakura's in HKT and Mion's in AKB, you're not waiting as long. See my point?
No,
Thank you.
I have to wait one line. Then like AKB's probably all the way to the other side, so I have to go.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. Yeah.
And like Intex Osaka is like divided by like hometowns.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to go to that side and that side. I'm like, oh my god!
I need to walk. No. Okay. Before we move on to our final topic for the show, I've been noticing again. I'm really looking at this jacket. So we have Okada Nana as center, Do you think it's a little foreshadowing for the next single in the new year?
Oh, good point.
Let's
actually.
hope.
Let's hope so.
Do you think it's time that she's being a center of a official AKB single?
I mean, it's about time. Her
Oh,
Oki.
time, yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, it's why not? I mean, Natchan is like the face of AKB to me anymore. I swear. Like Mayu's gone. You know, Yukirin's half out the door. Sayane's doing her own thing. Jirina's got SKE. Sakura's back to HKT, and I mean, who's left? It's Natchan. I mean, Yubihan traditionally, Soken Tokus don't necessarily take front and center. So you could argue, no, it could be Yubihan, but who does that leave? I mean, you could say Sashi, but Sashi's more like, she's kind of like the kami goddess surrounding everybody versus like the people on Earth. Natchan's the leader, if that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking of AKB48 today, AKB, the first image comes to my mind is Natchan. Seriously, she's the only one. So I can totally think that your prediction is going to be spot on, and I hope it is for your sake and also for all of our sake.
Hey, she turned 20, so adulthood, maybe get more fans.
There's that too.
Anyone else has any predictions?
I agree with that. I think Natchan is the logical next choice.
Yes, she is.
People might argue that it might be Mion, but I think Natchan.
Nah, Natchan. I don't think Mion is fit to be in that type of role, to be quite honest. I mean, personality-wise, Natchan has a lot more going for her in that case, so she can pretty much stand more on her own if you compare it to Mion. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Mion, no.
No.
Period.
Okay, so then, of course, the big thing that happened this week was 11 years of active idol career ending.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, actually, I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Oh.
Be patient. Oh.
She's still gonna be in Kohaku though.
Yeah, technicality.
She's like, goodbye, well, I'm still going to be in Kohaku, she said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Takamina did the same thing, or...
Paru, it was Paru.
Oh, Paru did it, yeah. She's like, yeah, I
Yeah, that's
graduated, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
No, Watanabe Mayu had her graduation stage, and basically it felt like a normal stage. She was doing some songs with certain members. It's like, really, it was more of the members being on stage with her than she was performing for the fans. The fans just said like, okay, this is our set list, deal with it, and at the end we'll have some good cry and Sakura no Hanabi. So, the funny thing, of course, for me was Natchan still is like, I only have a few days left. I still haven't got the contacts of Mayu. She's like still trying to get that focus to get those contacts. We had some good speeches, some tears. We see Mayu rarely cry, but of course this was really the time. Performed the final single, and of course said goodbye, and everyone. Well, I bet you Akihabara streets were again full, just because getting a glimpse of Mayu. So what do you guys think?
The streets were running wet with idol fan tears, because Mayu is not just an AKB idol; she is the idol. You know,
idol, yeah.
She's epitome. Like her and Yukirin are. I don't know. It was sad. It was Saturday night. It affected me more than I thought it would, because I've never been her fan, but she's really iconic.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe. And keep in mind, she's also one of the very few girls in AKB that's ever wore the crown. Ever. If you think about that. She's the only one that really, she only wore it once, but she's one of what, 4? So, I mean, a legend is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Let's see what her acting career will be going for, and maybe she'll perform some songs. You know, maybe musicals, Aladdin stuff, or I think she'll have a very nice career in the future. But yeah, 11 years at one job, and your entire childhood. I saw the AK Bingo episode, like the history of her.
Yeah.
And just thinking about what she changed into, and it's amazing to see. But
Akiba is going to be a much more lonelier place without her, I think.
Yeah.
But I hope she won't stay away. I hope she'll come. She'll make cameos. She'll hang out. She'll do some funny skits. She'll show us her acting chops. Maybe in an AK Bingo segment, perhaps. Who knows? It'd be nice to see her come back every once in a while.
Well,
But
probably
good luck. To her.
request hour. She'll maybe do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, that'd be
most likely.
cool.
Yeah.
Or Sosenkyo coming up.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Yeah, as maybe with commentary. Yeah, commentary.
Yeah,
position.
commentary spot maybe, which would be nice.
Yeah. So.
I mean, we're still gonna see her, because she's gonna be in Japanese dramas and stuff, and she actually, I think, is a good actress, and I think she's only gonna get better. So.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
watched surprisingly enough like 2 shows, or two dramas where she was in it. Same as
Yeah.
Yuko though. Oshima Yuko did also.
She's
do that
great.
for me.
Yeah.
She's really good. So I saw the Mayu's book drama where she was the bookstore.
Tataka Shot and Go. Yeah.
Yeah, easily one of my favorite dramas. It was so much fun. So nice to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anything else happening? What was the other thing you wanted to talk about, Derek? Or you were talking
Hello,
about-
India.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, that thing.
That thing over there.
You know that place.
Remember the other thing that's supposed to be happening? It starts with a T and with a P and an E. Taipei 48. Is that a thing? Is that still a thing?
I thought we established it's a myth.
I got a lot to say about it, but please, by all means, everyone else comment, because I'm about to go off the rails here in a second.
I'm like, I saw the news and I'm like,
yeah, like what? Really?
why? Why? It's like, are we going for world domination? Is that the thing?
We are.
It's to be honest, it's like a disease. It feels like a disease right now. It's slowly spreading, and we don't know how to stop it.
It's a new way to conquer the world.
Yeah, yo. Oh my god.
Yeah, if the disease look like that, that really is bad. Oh my god, that's what it makes
And
you do.
what he's doing right now, that's the whole reason this is here. Someone at the office was like, how about Bollywood idols?
Yeah.
That's basically it. Someone saw something, and it's like, maybe because Yokoyama Yui went to India and she did that Bollywood TV show, and it was really received well, and she did, the dance and the official stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, how about we send more people over there? And it's called MUM48. It's just...
Yeah.
There's gonna be moms, dad, sister, brother.
a sister group called MUM. I don't think that's legally okay.
Mom, dad, sis, bro.
No, it's like we now have The Last Idol. They have like their first single as well, or the song came out. We have Produce 48. We have now all these. You're doing too much. It's like. And SNH is doing their stuff with like expanding, and it's like it's too much. It's really too much. Yes.
MUM48 is doing a general election without members.
What? Is that
Robin leaves.
Is that?
He's done. Owata. Nanja soria.
Why? I'm not even going there. I was like, okay. Before we get to Derek, anyone else want to blow off some steam?
Oh, I have a news actually that just came out.
Okay.
Imasumi Yui is going on hiatus again. They just announced it on their official website.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Oh yeah, for a week. Yeah, for a week.
Okay. I'm worried. Well, okay. Anyway, just back to MUM48 then. Derek,
Take it away.
You have the floor.
Take it away.
I think Yayo has the floor. He's crushing it on the dance floor there. Oh my god, he is crushing it. Jeez. Now here's the thing. Okay, Taipei 48 is really all that needs to be said. Manila 48, that is a mess of a mess beyond a mess and a mess. Like, just that is a horrible disgrace to the AKB family because they are just messing up over and over and over again up there. And then you have
BKN48.
Well, we just haven't heard anything from them. Although they have been somewhat doing some stuff.
They can't sing. They really can't sing, and I
haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard. So I'll take your word.
Remember? No, you weren't there. Of course. They had like the worldwide event.
Yeah.
And they were in
some Tokyo.
They did with South Korea. They did like a compilation or something, right? No, it was they did Koitsuru Fortune Cookie and they did Heavy Rotation, I believe, AKB48, and like South Korea or like there were some South Korean groups or Johnnies or what do you call it?
I think you're talking about two different things because
BK. Yeah, that was the Produce 48 thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Produce 48, Robin.
Yeah,
I think
that was the Produce 48.
I believe BKM48 was there as well. It was like a whole thing.
Oh, they were?
That's the one coming up for NHK World. That's January 1st, especially.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
They have Taipei 48, BNK, like all the AKB in Japan, like every single one of them.
Thank you for covering that, Yeo, because I was so worried because that was such a mess with that.
Well, yeah, that's okay. But I'm glad you brought that up. Produce 48 is another example. I think going to India is the most illogical, most incomprehensible mess that they've done yet. And I'm just going to say right now, it's going to be a mess before they even do it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I think nothing against the good, lovely, wonderful country of India and their citizens. All this is more Asia expansion. And I think, like, if you were going to go to another Asian country, I would suggest that maybe Vietnam. I know that sounds weird, but I think Vietnam has a really growing good economy right now. Like, they're starting to get picked up in the world. They had one of their best years economically wise this year, and I think it would have made more sense to bring them there because they are looking for more entertainment options. I don't think India wants them. I don't think they need them there. I think Bollywood is going... they can't compete with Bollywood. They literally would have to take AKB and turn it into Bollywood because Bollywood is so... It has a death grip on India. You can't get past it. There's nothing else. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there is. If I lived there, maybe somebody who's living there is shaking his head like, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you're probably right. But I am saying the general worldview, that's how I perceive it. And I would say also, as far as Mumbai 48 goes, you know, Japanese is not the easiest language in the world, but you try learning the language that, you know, Indian people speak and then trying to do both together. I just think there's going to be a lot of barriers there, also cultural issues. You know, religion's kind of a big thing in India, like a real big thing. How's AKB48 going to play out with that? So I just think they're not really thinking this through. And they haven't thought it through the last 3 expansions, but I'm saying, like, my big thing is, until there's an MV, until there are girls we know, until there is a song, it doesn't exist. It's a Taipei 48 Part 4. You know, it literally does not exist, and that's the problem I have. They're spending way too much time on this kind of stuff when they need to be focusing on what they have in front of them that is working. You know, forget about all these other places. Nothing against India or South Korea or any other place. Forget it all. Focus on AKB. That's what you need to do.
It's real as the boat of STU48.
Well, because we all know that boat's at the bottom of the Pacific. Here's the thing. Here's what you do. You want to expand to those countries. Just a freaking novel idea. Why don't you do like every other music group does? Tour there. Build a fan base.
First go
build
there,
an audience. Make sure they even want you there. How about that? I don't know. How many Indians have I ever seen at an AKB handshake event? 0. I haven't seen a single one. I'm not saying there aren't. I've been to 4 or 5 now. I stick out pretty well, and most non-Japanese stick out. Indians would really stick out. I didn't see anyone. I didn't see a single soul. And I'm not saying, again, that doesn't mean there's a fan base, but my point is, go tour these places first. Go bring your groups there and see.
Yeah, see how they do at least. Yeah.
I mean, duh.
Yeah.
Manila went there. Team 8 went to Manila, so that's why they have MNL. And like,
yeah, look how that's going. Obviously, they didn't leave an impression. They're doing K-pop.
Yeah.
Also, they have an election without members.
I mean, who's running that place? You need to take Toyota and have them go there and then build their own Team 8 there. Because obviously Toyota did a great job with Team 8, and you know, they worked really well with AKB. But Manila is part of a country, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, that isn't exactly the best stable-wise. Would I be wrong in saying that? Is that fair to say of the Philippines? It's not very stable. It's economically kind of oppressed. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
like
bring
up,
AKB
down,
group
up,
there?
down.
Why bring a group there? It's not even safe.
Even my friend that I go to in Japan is like, we don't deserve a 48 franchise down here, because like every single like, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
the MNL48 page says like, oh, like when the new team, like the teammate members that came last December 3rd or 2nd, they're like, oh, I've been a fan of AKB since 2001. Like I don't even know these members. I'm like, really? You've been a fan since 2001. I'm like, really?
2001, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and then here's the other thing though, yeah. As that, I know, like, I'm friends with a couple of the members, supposed members of MNL on my Facebook, and you should see all the pictures they post, hanging out with dudes, partying with bros. I'm like, what is going on over there?
Yeah.
Nacha needs to get her butt over there and whip some
Even like,
Oh, it will be a massacre. No.
Even my friend said, it's like, oh, they're posting a picture like with their kids and stuff. They're going to the audition with kids.
With their kids.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get
21-year-old
it.
kid.
Here's the thing.
Going to audition.
All of this can work. All of this can work, but you need to, I think, develop a fan base that understands it there first. I think just because you saw some WOTAs come over to Japan and come to the Handshake Spencer, you think it sparked the idea, oh, we could do something there. Good thinking, but go tour there first. If you can't tour there first, why build a group there? And here's the other thing. If it's a money grab, if it's an economic thing, okay, I get it. AKB is a business. At the end of the day, they are a business. But hire people that get the business and put them in place there and have them control everything, period. It really feels like people in the Philippines, and no offense to people in the Philippines, I really mean that, they don't get it. The people in charge don't get it, and they're just letting stuff go wild there. Taipei, they really don't get it, and BKN, we'll see. I think they do get it. I think they have the best chance of surviving, but Mumbai, it won't even get 1 foot off the ground. It won't. It is the worst decision they probably have ever made, and I can say that without even seeing it, because it's just, you're reaching too far. I guarantee it's not going to work. Guarantee it.
Period. Yeah.
But, like,
Period.
But MNL48 now is being controlled by like the biggest media company in the Philippines, so like it actually
I rest my case.
just like makes it like go like down more. I'm like,
I rest my
instead
case.
of going up, I'm like, she.
Produce 48 to that effect. Produce 48.
Hey, like a
they
slope.
Oh, good one. Except I won't say anything. But no, but here's the thing. Produce 48 could be 50-50. It could work. It could not. It depends. I mean, South Korea's a little closer to Japan. They understand the idol concept a lot more.
Yeah.
So I could see it working. I actually could. I think South Koreans are going to surprise us. I'm hoping they will. I was kind of thinking no at first, but now the more I've talked to a lot of the fans that understand Produce 40 or Produce or that whole thing, they're kind of making me see the other side of this, that it could potentially work. But Mumbai 48, I mean, really, are they even going to remotely understand it? We might get our first Bollywood AKB single. That'd be interesting.
No, it would be.
I would dance to it.
No, it would be the second, because we have that horrible song from Takajo Aki.
Okay, technically you're right. But that had like dubstep too, so I don't even know if you can count that. Bollywood doesn't have dubstep.
I don't know. You could probably find it, Bollywood dubstep, and there will be someone who made it.
All I really need is Yayo to dance to it, and I'm good. I'll support Mumbai 48 if Yayo joins and becomes their like official mascot, and he just dances around them. I will totally be down. Yayo clearly can dance Bollywood style. That's amazing. You were ripping it up there in your room, so I'm all for it. Sorry, end rant done.
So
I've missed being on the show.
So we mentioned a lot of 48 news on this week's episode, but we have, of course, Mr. Joshbox over here that specializes in Sakamichi 46. Of course, in his new podcast The Slope, as we all
Yes.
make jokes
Yeah,
in this.
good job. Good job, Josh.
So,
Wait,
is there?
Wait,
what?
yeah,
What?
yeah,
Wait. What?
I'm just gonna what Derek says, like testify, like the idol thing, like the South Korea like Produce 48 is totally gonna work because like every single idol fan in South Korea, like just Japanese culture in general, is like so big there, and like they were sick when the anime like the anime like the big anime thing. It's like they were singing about hamster and just everyone is in sync. So Produce 48 is gonna be a good idea in South Korea. So.
Thank
That's
you for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello, Mr. Joshbox.
Hello.
Hi.
Would you like anything to mention that happened in the Sakamichi world?
What
Maybe
has
share
happened
our
recently?
opinions on us that is like, hey, this recently happened. We talked about this on the slope. Do you want some more opinions that you think, well, maybe can enlighten a little bit?
Ooh, I got one. I just remembered it. Ikuta Erika recently did her first solo live, which is really rare for the Sakamichi members.
Mm.
I think this might be like the first time someone's like gone out there without the Nogizaka name and done like a solo thing.
Yeah.
And she sung some cool songs. She sung a Futari Saison very well. I recommend checking that one out. And I recommend checking out the Naimono Dori something. Basically, Hashimoto Nanami's graduation song.
Yeah.
She was tearing up during it. I was tearing up during it. Everybody was tearing up during it. That's also another good song to listen to.
Very
Yes,
cool.
so Ikuta Erika is like I think the best singer in Sakamichi in AKB48. It's just her voice is ideally for musicals, but when she sings, her facial features are amazing because I love how she goes so high and she always smiles. It's always this very joyous occasion. You know, she's like, I'm not even trying to sing this well.
Yeah.
That's the feeling to it. And yeah, I can listen to her for hours. So thank you for that recommendation. I'll definitely watch that because Ikuta Erika is amazing. I got something then for you. So, I saw recently another performance of Kei Kizaka46 doing Kazuni Furatemo. So, Techi Hirate Yurina. I think they announced something to her and she's not happy anymore, or what do you think? Are they going to do it a sixth time in a row, making her center?
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Now, whether they do it or not, that's on them. I don't think they'll benefit anything from it if they show her again, because she'll probably just act the same way. I feel like it's time to see a new person, or even like a double center, like with her and someone else, and the other person could slowly take over, but then she'd be kind of depressed and she'd stand out more, so the double center really wouldn't work, I think.
I'm still doubting a little bit. Is it a gimmick she's doing because you get attention by it and she knows it? Is it something personal? Is it just an announcement happened? Is it her time of the month? There's always these things I'm thinking about.
So it's been a long time of the month then.
Yeah. Well, because she hasn't been on Keikita Kakanai for a time now as well, or she's not in the spotlight. And I like that the other members are like, in this song, in the performance, everyone is smiling except for her. It's really, if they even take a picture, you see them all smile except for her. And I know she's the dark idol, but I get a feeling this gimmick is not gonna last. She's so talented, and she's yeah. If she's really not having fun, then don't be in the group. Be a solo artist. I would rather see the solo artist Hirate Yurina or Yurina.
Yurina.
Jurina, what? What?
I'm losing it. People.
Hirate Jurina?
Hirate Yurina.
And Yurina Matsuri, yeah.
Yeah.
Yurina Matsuri.
Yurina
Whatever.
Matsui?
Got me. I would rather see her as a solo artist than actually her in Keiakizaka46, because I think there are more talented people in Keiakizaka46, and it's now, it's really getting outshined. And yeah, if it's going to happen that she's going to be in 6 single center, I don't think even the fans would appreciate that. They're like, no, it's over. Then it's done. Then
I think the general consensus is that she should probably take a break next time. Again, there's plenty of options for center. Like Techi is like, go ahead, Yo.
Oh, like Imaizumi Yui, you know, she goes. Right,
she came back. She came back strong from her hiatus with a solo song and everything.
She is now too, though. Like again, like it says here, 12/28.
Yeah, but that's because the doctor told her for a week. Like she said until next year. So it's just for like a week.
So she's not gonna be on Kohaku.
No, she's not gonna be in Kohaku.
No.
So there's gonna be a missing spot.
Dang it.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
second gen Hiragana, you know.
No, that's way too early for that.
Josh, I mean, you have more of a handle on, you know, Kea and stuff. I mean, who can we look forward to in 2018 leading the pack if it's not Techi? You know, I mean, really, who do you have your eye on that you really feel could really be the one? Because I do feel like Robin's right. We're gonna see a leader change. I do think that.
Well, I think Imaizumi Yui is a strong option. She was a lot of people thought in the beginning she was going to be the center instead of Techi. There's also the other Yui, although she's more of a support. I feel like maybe having a double center of Yui-chans would be a good option.
That would be cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the center of Nana-chans would work out as well.
I like Oda though. Oda's so great. He's so fun.
That would be good. That would be good.
That'd be awesome.
That unit name is amazing because like her name is like just like a Nana and like an end to it.
That'd have been cool. Yeah.
So my picks were Sugai and Neru.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Neto's a strong option too. She's really getting popular, and this year has been really great for her. So I feel like she's another very strong option. I feel like it's between Imaizumi and Neru personally. Nen, as the vice captain, I don't really see her being center so soon. And Yuka, usually the captains aren't the centers. They're more behind the scenes in control.
I really like Moriya Akane. Just, she's amazing. She really, and I really want to see her on a location shoot. Just because of Keiki Kakanai. It's like she's really having bad luck. Can you tell me who was the girl on this week's Keiki Kakanai that got a hair change? Like she is now like a bold cut, kind of hair short.
Koike Minami?
Oh yeah, okay. So
the girl who was in the penguin outfit for FNS.
Yeah, so now it's clear that she's that's good for her. She's getting more attention. I think Kobayashi Yui is also it Kobayashi Yui, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she got more attention because she was more background. Do you remember like a while ago they had like a tarot card episode with both Yuis, and they said, well, yeah. So again, prediction. I'm not saying I'm superstitious and believe like that, but like stop being correct. Stop saying like, oh, you'll be sick for a while and be like out. It's like, but we'll see. I really like Techi.
Me too.
Don't want to see her center again.
When she's in peak condition, she is really good. But seeing her down in the dumps like this, it really doesn't help her out.
I don't know. See, we don't know what happened with her. Like, there a lot of things could have happened, and she might have a pretty darn good reason for it. Again, Idol World's not a rosy red place, especially on their level. And think about Kea has a massive pressure to produce.
And she's 16.
And she's only 16. And I mean, she's also a wonder kid. She's also somebody who can dance with her eyes completely closed and make it look effortless and flawless. She's also somebody who really became the face of Kea almost instantly because of how intense she is, and she can dance phenomenally well, and she is a great singer. And again, she's a teenager. So I feel very strongly if Kea isn't the home for her. I don't know. She can do anything she wants.
She
honestly,
really likes her radio show. She does School of Lock, Girls Lock.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
behind
good.
the scenes,
That's
she's
good.
really like happy and really like.
She
No, but then, like, when she-
really hears it like that. She's very to herself because I think she's a huge introvert, of course. But when I hear her and I see her on the Girls Lock, then it's like this is really what you like to do, and maybe it's a combination because she is like so serious, like Majime, strong when she dances that she wants to do it perfectly and flames anyone who doesn't.
True.
But I think that there's got to be something, and I have this feeling it's either a gimmick or it's very real, and I don't know. I just
Yeah,
don't
Or
want
the
to see
sen-
it
doesn't
center.
want the attention anymore. Maybe she's
Right,
like,
or
I'm just gonna act
Yeah.
like this to like get away from it or something.
Or the simplest answer could be it. She just, like you said, right? She's just an introvert, but when she's on stage, she can really express herself, and it's like that darkness comes out. But then she's just a quiet person. Otherwise, I mean, like we saw her on all like the Kaya's variety shows. She's the one that's to raise her hand last. You know, she doesn't want to be that person in the spotlight, and that's okay too. That's a different style of leadership, but it's still leadership. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody knows her. Everybody looks to her. She is the best. You know, there's not a single girl in Kea that can touch her as far as dancing and singing goes. I'm sorry, but I just don't think there is. And I will honestly say I've never felt so strongly about the power of an idol since Achan. Honestly, she is literally the dark Achan. And it's been how long? We waited how many years for somebody like her? So it would be really sad if she just said, nah, screw it. But again, maybe there's something going on, or maybe it's the simple answers. That's just how she is. That's just her. When she's on stage, that's her thing. Who knows?
All right.
I'm just saying, like, she's getting married in 4 years in the interview.
So a little rare one, yeah.
I'm getting married at 20. She said it, so.
All right. Let's move on then to our wrap up of the show. There's only one recommendation in my mind, and you know it's going to be the New Year's. So the biggest one is going to be Kohaku Utagassen.
Yes.
That's definitely you need to watch. That's going to be very important to see. They go all out. They need to go all out, and hopefully see a lot of fun things on the show. And no announcements. No announcements.
No announcements.
Please, no,
please.
please. We've had too many.
Okay, that's for me. Anyone else wants to add something to it?
Lucky girl ranking!
Yeah, but it's
For
only the
AK
9th.
Bingo!
Yeah, but it's only January 9, so this might take well.
That's 2 weeks
Still.
from now.
Still.
Still.
Ah, it's something to look forward to. Something to
Yeah,
look forward
lucky
to.
girl ranking.
It's like, still, my recommendation 2 weeks from now.
350 members, man. 350 members.
Poor Shibata.
Hey,
Poor Shibata.
no. They changed the fortune teller.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
it's not him.
You-
It's,
Oh, man, really? Oh.
Yeah, I would say after like no, done.
I hated Getters though. Getters is like,
Yeah.
oh, the constellation of the constellation.
It's not him as well.
I know. Yeah, I saw it though. Like I saw Mako like with pictures like like even Setsuya Shinya, like the guy is charge of AK Bingo.
I do like the members they chose to be representing there on the show. So we're probably gonna see a lot of laughs and a lot of variety. Looking forward to that. And of course,
There's no NMB and NGT.
no, they are. They are.
Was it?
Yes.
I think there's.
No. The
Wait.
the picture you saw, that was only part 1. They showed the NMB cast on a backstage picture and an NJT cast. He's looking
Was
it
it?
up. Yeah.
Looking it up.
They are there. They are there. Is it the first one with Muramoto? Like Wim Rush Hour?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
No,
Yeah.
they were there
No,
last year.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like they were bashing Shimada so high. It's like, oh, are you sure?
For some reason, I don't remember that one. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's more character now, and Wim Rush Hour's more established with AK Bingo. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, same man.
Josh, do you have something to recommend?
go ahead and check out STU48's new 2-hour special they released. That variety show.
And then also,
it's like their version of Nemos Terebi.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's also Nogi Eigo coming out this Sunday. I think it's either this Sunday or the next one.
Coming.
Oh, it's always so bad.
That's a
so
1-hour
cringeworthy.
special with Iguta Erika on location.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's gonna be a fun one for sure.
Last one was amazing with the sports and English, right?
I think so. Yeah.
With third gen, with Momoka.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too.
Oh.
I love Momoka. She's so she's so fun.
Momoko.
Momoko.
Momoko. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
No, there's no NMB! and NGT! On the picture.
You'll see.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
DX, anything?
No, everything I wanted to mention has been mentioned, so yeah.
Derek?
I will.
Oh, God, Yayo.
Watch Gaki no Sukai.
Yeah.
That one.
I am hoping AKB will show up,
Yeah, same.
or at least Sashi.
Possible.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
Sashi for sure,
We'll
I
have
would think,
probably
yeah.
Banana Man showing up, doing some stuff again in the bus.
Yeah, Banana Man and Audrey will show up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Koto, for sure. No, never mind.
Okay.
I have a couple. First, again, I went on tour with an idol group for like 10 days. I went nearly crazy driving over almost 3,000 miles. It was an amazing experience. I will be talking about it in depth on my blog. That will be done in a few days, I think. I'll have it done. So just be on the lookout for that on my blog. Also, please check out Josh's video he did of the group Necronomidol at the Ultra VIP Soundbite or show at Soundbite Studios in Los Angeles. Josh brought his crew. They were awesome. We had a great time. The girls really enjoyed hanging out with Josh, and it shows in his video. Josh was nice enough to let me see the rough cut, and it's awesome. It's freaking amazing. So when Josh finds time in his very busy editing life here to actually get around to doing it, I think everyone's gonna be very happy. I'm sure that'll be coming soon. Please, Josh, make it come soon. I'm so dying to put it out there, see the response. Also, I think the biggest thing I want to say we should look forward to is our year-end special, which we're gonna do here next.
Pretty much, we're gonna record it right after. It's gonna be a long
I'm
show.
so excited! I'm so excited! Our year-end special. I look forward to it all year, literally. So, we all have some very interesting, I think, choices. Maybe some not what you're expecting. Although I should say, and we'll probably reiterate this in the comments, or about the comments. You guys all gave us amazing comments for this. So.
Good ideas, yeah. So thanks for that.
Yeah, really good ideas, and also too, I will be back commenting on all of your comments. So I'm back. I took a week off because understandably I was a little busy with Real Idols. But like I'm really looking forward to getting into conversations again with everyone. So those are what I'm looking forward to. So.
All right. Well, if there's anything else to say, no.
I think so.
I think we're good. Let's go. Let's get this stuff.
Alright. So thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk, and join us in the next video for our year-end special award ceremony special. See you then. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bollywood, do it.
Bollywood, do it.